Hey y'all, welcome to the Crafty Cove. My name's Missy. Today I am participating in the Here's Your Crown Women Supporting Women Challenge. This is hosted by Freckled Mom and Connie's Nails and Creations and co-hosted this month by Sandy Lumbermill DIY. This takes place the last Saturday of every month. One of the things these ladies would like you to do in this challenge is to pick a YouTuber who has inspired you or helped you and try to recreate one of their DIYs. So today, that's what I'm going to do, and that's what my first DIY is. So for DIY number one, my inspiration comes from Savannah, from Savvy Crafts with Savannah. Y'all, I cannot say enough nice things about this woman. She is truly so sweet and has helped me so much along my YouTube journey. I reached out to a few higher YouTubers, with higher numbers when I first started this journey, and Savannah was one of the first who came back to me and offered to help me, and I am so appreciative of her. She is the sweetest thing ever, and if you like farmhouse decor, definitely check her out. So this is the piece that Savannah made in one of her videos, which I will link in the description box below, and it's my inspiration. I do not do the exact thing, but it is my inspiration. So for this, I'm going to use, I believe this is a 5/8 inch dowel rod that I got from either Walmart or Lowe's. I honestly can't remember. I want to say this one was from Walmart. And I'm going to use 3 of these stacking boxes from the Dollar Tree. And the first thing we're going to do is cut down our dowel rod to the size we need. I do not remember what size I made this, y'all. I will figure it out and put it down in the description box though. So I'm using my little Drill Master handy dandy mini miter saw. I couldn't think of the name that my husband got me for my birthday to do this. I love this thing. If you don't have one, you definitely need one. We're going to cut that down. Next, we are going to take one of these wooden circles, also from the Dollar Tree. We're going to cut off the jute string, and we are going to use the lightweight spackling from the Dollar Tree and fill in those holes there. After that, we're going to let that dry because we're going to sand that down, but we want to let that dry first. Next, we're going to take our little boxes. We're just kind of getting everything ready here for our paint. We're going to take our little boxes and we're going to take those little tags off of the front. These things are so cute, and it took me forever to find the entire set, but I finally found them, and I knew right when I saw them that I wanted to try Savannah's project on this. I love these things. So we're just going to remove all 3. We're going to remove the tags off of all 3 of those. Again, right now we're just trying to prep and get everything ready for what's going to come next. Next, I just take those boxes and stick all my parts in there because, y'all, I would totally lose those. Then we're going to take some white Waverly chalk paint, and we are going to give this a good coat, the dowel rod. I do 2 good coats on this. I'm not worried about a thick coat, but I do want it to be a fairly good coat. So we do 2 good coats on this. Y'all, I cannot talk today. Then we're going to take our circle. We're going to do the same exact thing. 2 good coats on. Oh, no, see, y'all. First, we're just going to sand down where we put that spackling, that lightweight spackling, just to make sure we get an even surface. Now, we're going to take our paint, and we're going to paint 2 good coats on this also. I do the front, the back, and all the way around this. While those 2 things are drying, we are going to take our boxes and do the same exact thing, y'all. This is just repetitive today. We're going to paint all 4 sides and the bottom of these boxes from the Dollar Tree. I do the bottom because the way I'm going to stack them, I just, if you were to happen to see, I want you to see that it was a finished project. Now, I did forget to do the rim around all these, so now I just go back and do the rim on all 3 of these boxes. Again, all 3 of these boxes are done exactly the same. There's absolutely nothing different that I do to get these 3 boxes ready. Sorry that I showed you all this painting, y'all. My goodness. And y'all know I'm a messy crafter, so there I was just a minute ago kind of getting some of the drips. But it really doesn't bother me if it drips down inside them. Now we are going to take our little stencil brush from the Dollar Tree and some truffle brown from Waverly, and we are just going to distress. I distress all of the sides. I do the edges, and then I do a little bit in the middle. And again, this is done the exact same way on all 3 of these boxes. There's nothing different that I do. And if you don't like distressing, if you just want a crisp white look, then that's totally your preference. And, you know, just skip this step. Just don't distress. I like the distressing look, and that's why I do it. But if that's not your look, you know, make it your look. And it could be any color you wanted it also, not just white. Next, I take my circle and I do the exact same thing that I did with the little boxes. We're just going around it and distressing in the middle and all around it. I do not worry about distressing the bottom part of this. Again, same exact thing, y'all. We're repetitive today. We are just going to distress our dowel rod. Again, if this is not something you like, that's fine. You don't have to do this. This is crafting. We're not perfect. It's not going to be perfect. Make it the way you want it to look. Okay, now I am going to, not sure what I'm doing here. Oh, this little finial. It's not really a finial. I took the 3-pack of rolling pins that you get from the Hobby Lobby. I just took one of those apart and used that. And that's what I'm going to use for the top of my dowel rod there. And I just painted it white. I'm drying it, and then I go through with a little bit of that truffle and go ahead and distress that again. Okay, y'all, now I'm not good with power tools, and dummy me, I should have drilled a hole in this. I was not thinking, or I don't know what I was thinking, so I'm just trying to screw the screw right into it. Oh my good gravy. It took me forever. I don't know why I didn't think about drilling a hole in it first, a pilot hole or whatever you call those things, but I didn't. So eventually I get it through, but oh, I'm not even going to make you all sit and watch how long that took. Once we get that drilled in there, we just take our rod and we glue it down to the circle and then run that screw up through the circle and into the rod. Then we take our little boxes and I go on and sand those, and then we put our little hardware right back on those. We do the same exact thing to all 3 of these. These little boxes are so adorable, and I actually didn't put, I had thought of putting a little piece of paper inside those with something on them, and eventually I may, but I just didn't do that for this video. Now we are going to take our finial and we are just going to put some wood glue, hot glue on that, and glue it right to the top of our dowel rod. Now it's time to attach the boxes, and all I use, y'all, is wood glue, hot glue. And the reason I do this, I was afraid if I tried it with a screw, I would totally split it, because I think, I don't remember if it was this project or not, but I'm pretty sure it was this project that Savannah had a little bit of trouble with the wood splitting. And so I decided just to use this wood glue, and I've had this together for about 2 weeks now, and it's given me no problems whatsoever. So the wood glue worked good. So I just glue it onto the front, turn it over, and go ahead and reinforce it with a little more hot glue on the back. I do the same exact thing for all 3 drawers. This is me doing the last drawer, or drawer, box, whatever you want to call these things. Now I'm going to take one of these Weed It and Reap signs from the Dollar Tree. At first I tried to peel that paper off. Nope, it did not want to come off, so I just said forget it, sanded it down. And we are going to paint this with some ink Waverly chalk paint. I do both sides of this sign. I paint the front and the back and all around the sides, because the way this is going to be sitting, I don't want you to be able to see these words. So I go ahead and do the entire thing. After we get that all painted up and dried really well, I printed out a decal with my Cricut that says Farmers Market. It may say open daily. Yes, or no. Locally grown produce. Sorry, I forgot what it said. And we are just going, oh, I did not paint the back of that, y'all. I'm sorry, I just painted the front. I did not mean to lie to y'all at all. But anyway, we just take that decal and we're going to stick it right on our sign. Now we are going to adhere our sign to the stand, I guess is what I'm going to call it. And we're just going to glue it right on there. Again, that wood glue hot glue that I got from the Hobby Lobby is amazing. So, of course, I run out of glue halfway through and have to put another glue stick in there, but y'all know. So anyway, we're just going to put a gob of hot glue on there. We are going to stick it where we want it. We turn it over and reinforce it with some more on the back, and that is it. I love this project. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Again, thank you, Freckled Mom and Connie's Nails and Creations, for this amazing opportunity. You all are so great. Don't forget, you can find me on Instagram at craftycove_DIY. And if you would like to support my channel and get a shout out in the next video, you can buy me a coffee. My link will be in the description box. DIY number 2. Okay, y'all, this one is just one of my own DIYs, just that I wanted to do for this video. So I'm taking 2 of these Let the Sea Set You Free signs from the Dollar Tree. I'm flipping them over. I am going to join them together with some, these are not the jumbo, I think, yeah, maybe these are the jumbo, I don't remember, popsicle sticks from Walmart. I just cut them in half and I just glue them vertically on the sign just to help give this sign some hold so they won't fall apart. Then I'm just going to flip it over, fill in that crack right there and the little holes that the jute twine was in, or that the hanger was in, and I am going to fill that in with this lightweight spackle. We're going to let that dry, and then we are going to sand it down. This is just so you can still see that crease a little bit in the end project, but it doesn't bother me. Sorry about the earthquake there, y'all, but we're just sanding that down just to give it as even as a finish as we possibly can. Now we're going to take some Rust-Oleum linen white chalk paint is what we're using on this, and we are going to do 2 good coats on this entire sign. I don't worry about the back because I'm going to eventually cover that with craft paper. Sorry that I don't show y'all that in here. I don't know what happened to that footage, or I haven't done that yet. Y'all, it's been one of those days. I am so sorry. So anyway, now I'm taking a handle and some hinges that I bought at Lowe's. I kind of distressed them with some brown Waverly wax, sanded them up, scuffed them up, and we are just basically going to hot glue these on. You could screw these on with the screws that come with these when in the package when you buy them, but I was afraid the screws would be too long and would pop out the front, and I did not want it to do, or pop out in the back, and I did not want it to do that because I wasn't sure if I was going to hang this or just set it somewhere, and I didn't want the screws scratching everything. So I'm just using some hot glue, gluing those down. Y'all, this has been a morning, and I apologize. The day that this comes out, this video comes out at 11 o'clock, and it is right now 10:06. I am still doing a voiceover. I was supposed to go live today. YouTube would not allow that. So it has just been a morning. So I just ask for your forgiveness. Things are going to get better on my channel. Okay, so now we're going to take some, this is truffle Waverly chalk paint, and I just stick it on my little stencil brush, dab it off, and now I'm basically going around the whole of this door, and instead of like feathering, I'm dabbing. And then after I get this done, I'm kind of going in with my paper towel and just rubbing off just a little bit. I'm just basically smearing it together, I think is what I would say the technique is. Then we're going to go through in the middle part of this, and we are just going to feather lightly just to give it a little distressed look. Y'all, I am distressed today. Forget the the project. I am distressed, but we're going to get through this. So we are going to take our little finger sander. We're going to go through. We're going to sand that down just to give it a little more of an aged look. Now I'm going to take these little hooks from the Dollar Tree, and they do have adhesive on the back, but I am totally going to just put some hot glue on there because I do not trust this. I'm going to put some hot glue on there. We are going to glue it right to our little door here, our faux door. And then we're going to take one of these little wreaths. I believe this came from Hobby Lobby. Just very simple pieces of greenery that I got from the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree's stepping up the greenery game. It has got some beautiful greenery out right now. So go check it out. But I'm just going to glue these in the center here. Nothing major. You know, I wanted this to be a simple look. But the reason I did the hook and this kind of wreath is so I can change this out for the seasons. I plan on putting this on my back deck when I get home. So I wanted to be able to change it out as the seasons come and go. Then one of those small little solo, I think these are solo wood flowers. I don't know if they really are, if that's just what everyone on YouTube's calling them. But I got these at the Dollar Tree also. Just going to put a little dab of hot glue on there, stick it right in the middle, and then we're going to make a simple bow and a hanger for this. Y'all, again, I apologize for this. It has been a hectic day, but I do want to let you know that some changes are coming on my YouTube channel. I'm going to change my format up a little bit, nothing major, and a couple little announcements that will be coming. You know, I'm trying to step up my game, but that's a hard thing to do in this world, and especially when you don't have a lot of YouTube knowledge like me. So I'm working on it, and I thank those that are helping me do this and get through this journey. You know, it is a journey, but if we all work together, we can all help each other, and that's what this is all about. I am all about women, empowering women, and that is why, and supporting women, and that is why I absolutely love this challenge. And I am so thankful to Devin and Connie. Y'all are amazing, and thank you. Y'all, if you have not checked out their channels, make sure you do. Their links will be in the description box, along with a playlist for this challenge. Go check out all of these amazing women, and let's support each other. You know, YouTube is a big world. We can all fit in it, and that's what I want to do, is make sure that I am encouraging others along the way. Now, sorry for the Coke bottle. That it is 0 sugar though, y'all. That's laying there in the side. I was totally in the zone and was not going to stop even to pick up the Coke bottle. And y'all know me, I'm the messy crafter, so that's how it goes. Sorry about that though. Now I've just made a decal off of my Cricut that says welcome y'all, and we are just putting it right down on there. I'm doing it at a little bit of an angle. I loved how this looked. At this time, I'm not putting a hanger on the back, because I'm just planning on propping it up when I get it home on my deck. But you could totally put a hanger or whatever you want to do. Y'all, make it yours. And if you do make these, I'd love to see them over on my Instagram or here on YouTube. Here's our final product. Y'all, again, thank you so much for being so patient with me today. I love each and every one of you. Y'all come back now. You hear?